Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of making your own homemade marinades, where I will be making chicken wing marinades. I thought I videotaped myself making the fish. I'm not sure if I did. I'll go back and look and see if I can make that a separate video. But I want to show you guys how I buy my chicken wings, cut them, and then marinate them to add to my meal rotation. So this is a continuation from part 1, and I just want to remind you of the basic marinade formula, because once you know that, you can make your own marinades at home and save yourself a lot of money by not eating out and a lot of time by doing it as a meal prep process, and you will have food for weeks and sometimes months ready to go in your freezer. So as you can see here, I am chopping the wings in a ligament. I take the ends and I'm saving those in a jar because I will use that to make broth along with my chicken feet. I have a video with that, and that really adds a lot of flavor. And then I have my chicken wing pieces. From part 1, I still have my cilantro pesto and my oil. So let's talk about the basic formula of homemaking marinades. So after cutting my wings into pieces, I will add my base oil, which for me in this case is olive oil. After the oil, you will add your seasonings and herbs, aromatics of sorts, your salt and pepper, and then you will need some type of acid. In this case, I use lemon and or lime juice. And then you will need a sweetener of some type, and you just saw me put a squeeze of honey in them. So this is great because when I come home from work, I will just take the bag, put it in the oven, like not the bag, but I will put it in a pan or a pot, pop that in the oven, and then make my veggie sides or some rice, and I will have dinner ready to go in about 20 minutes. So this saves me time, it saves me money, and I always have food ready to go at home. We talked extensively in the last video about different options for your herbs and seasonings. We talked about options for your sweeteners and your oils and how you can basically create different combinations. You've seen me add some Worcestershire sauce, some soy sauce. You can add whatever you'd like. I was using recipes initially for inspiration, but then I was able to be creative and just kind of make up my own creative marinade recipes on my own, and these were so good. So this video is going to be more for inspiration and to show you that with just a little bit of effort up front, you can really create some amazing recipes to where even though you're eating chicken, fish, or meat in that rotation, no meal is the exact same. So I squeeze all the air out of my bags and fold them over. I label them, and then I will put them in my freezer. For this particular meal, I was using a peach vinegar and honey for my sweetener, as well as many other seasonings. I was just kind of throwing it in the bag, and I highly recommend smelling it or even tasting it before you're done just to make sure you'll like it. But I specifically remember this one because the combination was so good. So you saw me squeeze my garlic in there and add my cilantro pesto that I made. I've labeled it, and now I will add that to the pile to go in the freezer. This one shopping trip of my meat, my fish, and my chicken lasted me 3 months. And it was so helpful after a long day to just be able to come home and pop that in the oven. I do go to the gym multiple times a week, so when I'm coming home and jumping in the shower, I can just have this in the oven, and it's just a great way to save money, but also always have from scratch meals ready to go in my freezer. Remember, every combination is different, so I don't feel as though I'm eating the same thing every day, and I use small portions, so I very rarely have leftovers. Here I'm lifting the bag and smelling it, and it smells divine. I usually will taste it if I need to see if I like it, because remember, if you don't like the marinade in the bag, you're not going to like it when you take it out to make it. But a lot of my combinations are absolutely amazing. So I just highly recommend that you get in your spice cabinet, pull everything out, and meal prep your meals, freeze them. And here is an example of some of the sweeteners and different things that I use in my combinations. I make a lot of these things now, but this video was taken almost a year ago when I was still purchasing items to make my homemade marinades. But if you want to ever see me make the ingredients, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching part 2. I hope it gave you some inspiration for making your own homemade marinades. Come back for part 3, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.